Here we go again. My, making soap again. I'm Kalena.
I am Mama.
And I'm the guest, Tammy. Tammy. Well, everybody, thanks for watching another Kalena Mama video. We are here today with our good friend Tammy, and she's come all the way from Virginia Beach. Tammy, what in the world are you doing in Kansas?
I'm visiting friends and family in the area, and I thought I'd try a new adventure today, making soap, so I'm really excited to be here, and we're going to have a great time doing so.
Absolutely.
You bet.
Right, Mama?
You bet.
You ready to get started?
I'm ready.
So we're going to put Tammy to work. I'm going to do the hard stuff, mix the lye. As you can see, we've got everybody outfitted in their gloves, so we're being safe. Tammy and I are going to work closely with the soap lye. Mama's going to do all the pouring. So let's get started, ladies.
Okay.
Let's go.
So I'm going to mix this lye. And Dean, if you look at that lye, it's really dark. So that's our coffee. We're making coffee swirl soap today. So it smells really good in here, right, ladies?
Yes,
It smells like coffee. We've got a wonderful espresso fragrance oil that we're using as well. So get those bubbles out of there, and we're going to mix. It's already looking really dark. Yeah, it's just a really small batch, so got a lot of air in it right away, but so we've used cocoa butter. We have coffee butter in here, so it's adding another level of coffee scent. Also, there's definitely caffeine in this. We've actually got fresh brewed coffee that went into the lye water. We have coconut oil. Mama, what other oils did you put in here? Do you remember?
Oh, goodness. I didn't know. I was going to have to remember
Rice
all these.
bran,
Rice bran.
coconut oil.
Castor oil.
Castor oil.
Castor oil, yep. So, Tammy, do you like to cook?
Cooking's not my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, and we know that making soap is sort of like, you know, making dinner. Only you don't eat the soap.
I think it's more like making a cake.
Making a cake? Okay, well,
Yeah.
I'll go for that. All right, so that's
I like
that.
to eat, I just don't like to cook.
What's the fourth?
You've got this
What's
one
the
down
fourth
here.
one for?
There's nothing in that one because we're going to mix. Remember, we're going to mix the white in with the brown to sort of give a lighter. Okay, so Tammy, you're going to be mixing the fragrance oils into these. So, and
Okay.
we also have some, what do we got in this one right here, Tammy?
Coffee grounds.
Yep.
Real coffee grounds.
We're going to put that in this one. Yup, and along with a little bit of that fragrance oil, which is the espresso fragrance oil.
And it smells really good.
Yep, that's perfect. And then we'll pour most of that in the rest of these. Yep. Perfect. All right, so we'll have you blend up the darker one, which is going to be our base, right?
Yeah.
And we'll mix that really good. And then Mama's going to just pour that as soon as we get it mixed in.
I agree, it's kind of like baking. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Are we rotating the spatula for the corners?
Yeah, she's doing a good job.
Okay.
Dean, our camera guy, as usual, he's doing a great job.
And how long do you stir this for?
Well, you could probably stir it as long as you want, but that's a really good question because soap will get what's called trace, and eventually all of the soap that we've already poured will turn hard. So sometimes it depends on the fragrance oils you're using or the essential oils or the temperature of your oils and how fast you'll get to that trace. So you know, it just depends. It's going to start getting harder, kind of like a pudding, right?
Okay.
And sometimes we have to speed it up. So I think that's what we're going to do with this one. So why don't we switch tap that on the side of that one a little bit to get some of that off, and then we'll put it over in the dark one, and I'm gonna speed up.
And this one here.
Yes.
Well, by the
I'm
time
gonna-
we get the third one done,
I'm going
maybe
to speed this up so we can get this poured first, because this is our base layer.
Yeah, that's the one that we
right?
poured.
So we need this one to set up a little bit.
Just sounds like cookies making.
Oh, that smells just wonderful.
It does smell good.
You see, Tammy, how that's getting a little bit thicker?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Mama, I'm going to hand this one off to you because
right.
it's actually ready for you to pour. So we'll just do a little shuffle here. Great job. All right, let's switch over to this one now. And
Okay.
you can just go right in there because as you can see, the coffee is really making this one dark. So we might need to actually use a little bit more of the titanium dioxide in this particular one if it doesn't get it light enough for us.
Okay.
So I'll go
Oh,
get
I'm
that.
sorry, Max. Mama.
Pull back a little bit.
I need a scraper.
The scraper, all right. I think there's one right here, Mama. Get every last drop. How
You
we doing?
bet.
Let's pour a little bit more in there.
Okay.
Isn't that a coffee ad good to the last
All
drop?
right, try that. Yeah, I think it is. I think that was was it
Maxwell.
Maxwell House that did that? Did the last drop, yeah. All right, that's great. And so
That's a little bit lot lighter.
yeah, that's a lot lighter. That's perfect. Okay, so now we're going to take some of that and we're going to pour a little bit of this in there,
Whoops.
right?
And ready for me to pour this one?
Yep, and we'll pour a little bit of that one in there.
Is that a good or
Yeah,
shall
that's
we win?
perfect. That's perfect. And let's see what that's going to do. Just probably do that and maybe put a little bit more. We want to get it up to about 200. So a little bit more of the white and a little bit more of the dark.
Jackie Gleason used to do Good to the Last Drop in his skits. But his coffee cup was always chock full of booze.
Yeah, his coffee cup was a little different.
So that's a little bit lighter than the other one that Mama poured over there earlier.
Yes, a little bit.
Yeah.
A little
And
bit.
we're almost, let's see how much we've got left of each of these. So we've got 300 this one. How much you got of your white?
I
Looks like quite a bit.
don't
Yep.
see it.
So about 400. So
Okay.
let's do some more. We'll get this,
Pour
that's
some
down
more.
to, yeah, just a little bit more of that one. That's good. Where are we at now? How about a little bit more? Let's
A
get it
little
up to,
bit.
let's get that one up to 300. Perfect. All right. Yeah, oh, that's excellent. Okay, so
Okay.
then let's mix this a little bit more in
Okay.
there. And then I think what we can do, Mama, did you tamp this down a little bit to get the bubbles out?
Well, I
Or
was
is it-
very careful pouring it, so I didn't really see any bubbles.
Okay, perfect. So we probably don't want to have that penetrate through when you pour the next layer, right?
Right.
So let's use this to
Okay.
pour over the top. And if you want, I could pour it for you. And then you can kind of direct the spoon. You want to do that?
Do you need to
Or do you want to do
stick,
the whole
do you
thing?
need to stick trace any of these things?
No, I think they're pretty good if we just
Okay.
pour it slow. So we don't want to break through Mama's dark layer. So we just go really slow to get this out of there. Tammy, do you want to take over?
Pouring it?
Pour it in my spoon.
Okay.
Pour it in
And I'm
your
going to go
spoon.
back and forth.
Yep. Get down lower, Mama, so it doesn't break through. There you go.
This is cool.
You girls are doing a great job.
Thanks. I like seeing the swirls come out.
Are we having fun here?
Yes.
I wonder if anybody.
I'm concentrating too hard.
I wonder if anybody noticed our shirts and what we're wearing. We tried to have that Italian look, right?
The Mamma Mia.
The Mamma Mia.
Looks like a prison break.
It's Monday. We're trying to have fun.
We actually
Okay,
did do a
Tammy.
prison break. We broke out of our normal work routines, took the day off so we could be with Tammy to make soap today.
Want me to do that?
Ooh, that's got some.
Yeah, don't.
I'm not
Let's
gonna
just
do
leave
that.
it.
I'm not gonna do
Don't
that.
do any more of it
Nope.
because it's got the white pigment,
The white pigment's in the bottom.
and that'll end up marking the soap and putting some white in it. All right, so let's just put that spatula in there for now.
Okay.
And I'm not sure if we need to burp this or
I don't
not.
think so.
I think
It's-
it looks pretty good. In fact, we're just gonna leave it. So you can see now, down here on the side,
Yeah.
we've got two distinct layers, right? We've got that darker layer, and then we got this kind of a coffee colored layer with a little bit of black coffee coming through. And then on this last bit here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do what's called a drop and swirl. So we're gonna drop this darker into that, right, up at a higher, so yep.
Like this?
Oh yeah, you can do it that high, and then just kind of try to keep it in the cup, but it's going to automatically start swirling in that cup as you do that. So higher, that's the hardest part.
That's
and then,
hard to
and then
do.
do a little bit more.
A little faster. You need enough flow to penetrate.
Yeah, you gotta have penetration in the. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Now,
That's pretty.
yeah, you're getting it. You're getting it.
Okay.
Just keep on, more, keep
Higher,
pouring up.
higher.
There you go. That's excellent. All right, so then you want to take your spatula, Tammy, and you want to get the last drops out of that dark
I wanted to get that off of there.
soap. Okay, yeah, let's get a paper towel. Here's one on that. Oh, you got one? Perfect. That's great. And we'll let Tammy get that out of there. And
Oops.
Oh.
In the bowl, kiddo.
Sorry.
well, you know what?
See why I don't cook?
Well, you know what?
I'm just teasing.
These countertops are granite. I think it's going to be just fine on there, but we'll.
Okay, I think I got more. Get
Yeah,
all.
yeah. We want to get every little last drop out of there that we can. You're
I'm
doing
gonna switch
great.
hands. I
In the
think.
soap.
You're doing fine.
In the soap, not on the table, folks.
All right.
Okay.
That looks great. All right, let's take that, and I think that you had some good swirls in there, but here's what we're going to do.
What'd I do?
We're going to let you take that spatula, and you just want to make a couple of passes from the front to the back to get some more deeper. Yep, that's it. That's all. Stop. So that actually swirls it quite a bit.
Okay.
And then what we're going to end up doing is once this layer sort of settles down a little bit, then we're going to pour this directly on top of it. But we're going to just sit here and chat for a little while this gets a little bit
Okay.
harder trace, or what we call a medium trace, so that it doesn't penetrate through this layer.
So when are you going to start making soap? Or would you just prefer to use it?
I prefer to use it, but not. I'm not saying I wouldn't make it, but I'm having a great time making it because it's a lot more fun than cooking. I don't have to eat it.
It smells better too, right?
Yeah, it does smell
Sometimes.
good. So, but yeah, it's a lot of fun,
It is
Great.
especially the three of us together doing it.
I agree completely.
So it'd be a great thing to have like a party and have people make soap. I mean, there's lots of things.
You got to
get
come
together.
back in the fall, because I think we're going to do an open house where we have people, you know, coming in and just watching people, Mama and I, make soap, and then we'll have some areas for people to purchase soap, and you should come back for that. in
Yeah,
the
and I
fall.
have used the soap. It is awesome. So
Cool.
just
Very
like to
good.
We
pass
like to
that
hear
info
that.
on. This is the first time I'm getting actually to implement making some soap. So.
And seeing what's involved in it,
Yeah.
right?
So,
And you know, once you see how it's made and the labor of love that goes in it, it makes you appreciate your shower or your bath a whole lot more.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, there is a labor of love in it, and, you know, it's also the...
this is great gift ideas.
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yes.
So
That's a great thing to do, is give
Mhm.
soap. You know, how many people get soap for a gift or Christmas? Probably not too many think about it, but this is
No.
really artistic soap We try to make things artful and not just smell good, but
Well, and stay tuned for holiday soaps.
oh yeah, well we've been thinking of all kinds
We're
of things there.
already
haven't we?
in the market for it.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah. Well, let's see how this is doing. I think it's getting set up in here, which probably also means this is getting set up as well. Yeah. So what we're going to have Mama do is just take and very close to the mold as much as you can, just start pouring that in just really lightly. And if we need to, we could just, why don't I do the spoon this time?
What pattern do you want?
Well, she's just going to
Spirals or-
swirl it around. So,
Is it meant to penetrate?
no, we
No,
don't want
we don't
any
want
penetration.
penetration.
Pour more. Pour more because it's really setting up.
Yes, it is.
And I'm
If you're
penetrating.
penetrating through, yeah.
It looks good though. Even though it's soap, it looks like you could eat it.
Okay, let me take it from here. I think I got
Yes, Mama.
It looks good.
Woohoo! Isn't that beautiful?
It does. It looks good.
It's really traced up.
So, so let's do this so that we don't get. Let's get more. Like pour it like this, because then it starts doing its thing. There you go. And we're gonna need to
Bang it a bit.
bang it a bit here in a minute. Yeah,
Earthquake liquefaction.
that's right. Pyroplastics, I think, is what they call that when.
It's not on fire.
Pyroclastics is there's a pyroclastic flow of soap. So last time I decorated my coffee swirl soap with coffee beans, and I really didn't like the fact that the coffee beans started coming off of the top. So I think with this soap, this round of soap, I think we're just gonna leave off the coffee beans and
It's a
probably just
little hard to slice the coffee.
leave
beans.
it like that. Yeah, and some of the coffee beans, when you sliced it, it broke through and scarred the soap. So we'll just leave this one be. All right, we're
I have a
gonna.
question for you.
Yeah,
Sure.
what?
Was the coffee beans part of like? Was it a decoration for the soap,
Yeah.
or was
Yeah.
it
It's a
to
theme.
help with the body as a cleansing type mechanism?
Oh, the ground stuff is an exfoliant.
But the coffee
the beans on top were a theme.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was just for decoration.
Okay.
So we have to do this. This is called burping it. Right? And that gets all the air out because nobody likes air in their bars of soap. So you can see little pockets of air, bubbles starting to come up on it right here.
Mm-hmm.
So we just kind of give it a few taps on the counter.
To get the air out.
Yeah, get the air out. And that's looking pretty good. I mean, I think I'm going to leave some of that design in there.
I think so too.
So this is a medium trace, right? Because the design is still tracing or leaving a trace mark in the soap. So that's why they call it trace, because you're tracing through and it actually leaves a design. So we are ready to actually put this in the oven now through what's called gel phase. So we put soap in the oven to go through a gel phase so that it actually enriches and darkens the color in the soap. So we're going to do that now. Dean, thank you for doing the video, and don't turn it off yet because we will do our Kalena Mama song one more time.
Okay.
All right, 1, 2, 3, hit it. Kalena Mama, here we go again. My, making soap again. I'm Kalena.
I am Mama.
And I'm the new guest, Tammy.
Tammy. All right, everybody, thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.